The shocking truth about what really zings you. Hey, science fans! Bill Nye here. Are you ready for some electrifying science? Today we're tackling a big question. It's about electricity and safety. You've probably heard, it's the volts that jolt, or high voltage is always deadly. But is that the whole story? When it comes to electrical shocks, what's the real culprit? Is it voltage, the push, or current, the flow? Many people get these mixed up, but understanding the difference is key for safety. Electricity powers our lives, but it needs to be respected. Knowing the danger helps us avoid it. So, what's our mission? To uncover the truth. We'll use analogies and simple explanations. We want to understand how electricity works and how it can be dangerous. So put on your thinking caps. Let's get to the bottom of this electrifying mystery. Science rules. Let's start with voltage. Think of it like electrical pressure, the force that wants to make electricity move. It's like a coiled spring, full of potential, ready to push charges along. Imagine a garden hose. The water pressure inside is like voltage. High pressure means the water really wants to get out, but it won't flow until you open the nozzle. Voltage is that stored up push, waiting for a path. Or think of a water gun. The more you pump, the more pressure you build up, just like high voltage. But the water itself isn't the voltage. Voltage is the pump. Voltage is the electrical potential difference measured in volts, named after Alessandro Volta. A battery has voltage 1.5 volts for a small battery, 120 volts from a wall socket. This voltage is the force that can start the electrical flow, but it needs a complete path, a circuit, to flow. Voltage is the starting block for electricity's race. Without a path, nothing happens, but with a path, voltage gets things moving. Now let's talk about the flow, electrical current. This is where electricity truly comes alive, moving from a static force to something dynamic and powerful. Current is the actual movement of tiny charged particles, usually electrons, as they travel through a conductor like copper wire. These particles are constantly on the move, creating the energy we rely on every day. It's electricity in action, the river, not just the dam. Imagine a powerful stream, surging forward, carrying energy wherever it goes. Back to our garden hose. Voltage is the pressure. Current is the amount of water actually flowing. Is it a trickle or a torrent? That's current. The more water that flows, the more impact it has. More flow means more work or more mess. In our water gun analogy, voltage is the pressure, current is the stream of water that soaks your friend. The bigger the stream, the bigger the splash. Current does the work. It lights bulbs, spins motors, and, if it flows through you, can cause harm. It's the part of electricity that gets things moving, but it's also what makes electricity dangerous if not handled properly. Electrical current is measured in amperes or amps, named after André-Marie Ampère, a pioneer in the study of electromagnetism. Sometimes we use milliamps, MA, for small currents, especially in delicate electronics. Current is the rate of flow, how many charges pass a point per second. This idea of flow is crucial for electrical safety because it tells us how much energy is actually moving through a wire or device at any moment. Even a small current can have a big effect. It's not just about the push, but how much is actually moving. That's why current matters so much. Too much flow can overwhelm a circuit or even harm a person. The more current, the greater the risk. Always respect the flow. Whether you're working with tiny electronics or powerful machines, understanding current is key to staying safe and making electricity work for you. How do voltage and current relate? There's a rule for that, Ohm's law. Ohm's law says voltage equals current times resistance, or V equals sine IXR. V is voltage, the push, I is current, the flow, and R is resistance, what tries to stop the flow. Resistance is like a narrow or clogged pipe. It slows down the flow. Your body has resistance too, it's not a perfect conductor. And your body's resistance can change a lot. Dry skin has higher resistance, making it harder for current to flow. Wet skin, resistance drops dramatically, current flows much more easily. That's why water and electricity are such a dangerous mix. Lower resistance means for the same voltage, more current can flow through you. And that can be very dangerous. Ohm's law helps us understand why some situations are riskier than others. It's not just about voltage or current alone, it's how they interact with resistance. Always remember, your body is part of the circuit. Respect the rules and stay safe. So, how much current is dangerous? Even tiny amounts can have big effects. Electricity is powerful, and the human body is surprisingly sensitive to it. Around 1 milliamp you might feel a tingle. Not painful, but definitely noticeable. It's a gentle reminder that electricity is present, even at such a low level. At 5 to 10 milliamps, it starts to hurt. Your muscles might contract, and you could lose control of your grip for a moment. Grab a live wire and you might not be able to let go. This is the can't let go threshold. The current causes your muscles to clamp down involuntarily, making it impossible to release your grip. At 20 to 25 milliamps, things get serious. Breathing can become difficult. The current can paralyze your chest muscles, making it hard or even impossible to breathe. If current passes through your heart, it's life-threatening. The heart is especially vulnerable to electrical interference. Currents from 60 to 100 milliamps can cause ventricular fibrillation. Your heart quivers and stops pumping blood. This can be fatal without immediate medical help. Higher currents, above 200 milliamps, can cause severe burns, both on the skin and deep inside your body. The heat generated can destroy tissue in an instant. Internal organs can be damaged, sometimes beyond repair, leading to long-term health issues or even death. These are tiny numbers, but the impact is huge. Even a small current can have dramatic, life-altering consequences. It's not about how much voltage you touch, but how much current flows through you. Current is what does the real damage. That's why even household electricity can be deadly. Everyday outlets can deliver enough current to cause serious harm. Always treat electrical sources with respect, use proper safety gear, and never take shortcuts. Don't underestimate the power of small currents. Even a little can be dangerous in the right or wrong circumstances. Safety is about understanding the numbers. Knowing what's dangerous helps you make smart choices. Know the risks and protect yourself. Current is serious business. Never take it lightly. So what's the final verdict? Is it voltage or current that harms you? This is a question that often sparks debate, even among those who work with electricity every day. The answer: it's the current that causes injury. The flow of electrical charges through your body is what actually does the damage, not just the presence of voltage. Current heats tissues, causes burns, disrupts your body's electrical signals, and can even stop your heart in an instant. It can interfere with the nerves and muscles, making it extremely dangerous. But voltage matters too. It's the force that pushes current through you. Without enough voltage, current can't flow, no matter how conductive the path. Think of voltage as loading the gun and current as pulling the trigger. Both are needed for a dangerous outcome, but only one actually delivers the harm. You need enough voltage to overcome your body's resistance and drive a dangerous current. The higher the voltage, the easier it is for current to flow through you, especially if your skin is wet or broken. That's why high voltage can be very dangerous. It can create a high current if there's a path. High voltage situations demand extra caution and specialized safety equipment. But low voltage can also be risky if your resistance is low, like when you're wet, sweaty, or have cuts on your skin. Water lowers your resistance, making it easier for current to pass through. Even a small voltage can push enough current to cause harm in the right conditions. It doesn't take much to create a dangerous situation if the circumstances are just right. So, while voltage enables the shock, it's the current that determines how bad it is. The severity of an electric shock depends on how much current flows and for how long. Both matter, but current is the real culprit when it comes to injury. Always remember, it's the flow that's fatal. Always be aware of both the push and the flow. Understanding both voltage and current is key to staying safe around electricity. Respect electricity no matter the source. Stay safe, science explorers, and always treat every wire as if it could be dangerous. We've learned a lot about electricity, voltage, current, and resistance, and how they all work together. Now, how do we stay safe around electricity? Rule 1. Respect all sources of electricity, even low voltage or small household appliances. Rule 2. Water and electricity definitely don't mix. Water lowers your skin's resistance, making electrical shocks much more dangerous. Keep appliances and cords away from water, sinks, bathtubs, pools, and especially wet hands. Rule 3. Always inspect your electrical gear. If cords or plugs are damaged, don't use them. Get them repaired or replaced. Safety first, always. Remember, electricity is awesome, but don't be a conductor of misfortune. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and always be smart around electricity. Thanks for exploring with me today. Science rules.